So beautiful. You are so beautiful. Hello. How are you? I hope you are well. I am the Countess. If you do not know me, you may call me Countess. Jeannie B rang me up on the telephone, and she told me that there were many people requesting a visit from the Countess. Of course. Have you missed me? I should expect so, yes. So, today, Jeannie gave me an outline. I will try to follow it, but I can't make promises like that. She said something about positive affirmations. Positive affirmations. And I thought, very profound. Very profound. Positive affirmations. Why do we need positive affirmations? And I started thinking about this. I think sometimes we forget. We forget who we are. We forget how wonderful we are. Like me. I'm very wonderful, and I don't forget it very often. Trust me. But many of you do. You get all caught up in the rat race. Everything going on, all the noise from out there in the world gets very loud and noisy and demanding, and the cacophony of sound and expectations. You like that word, cacophony? And in all that hustle and bustle, we forget who we are at our core, how special we are, how special the other person is. Sometimes that's hard to remember, trust me. And so maybe we need to sit with ourselves and say a few things to remind us, to bring us back to our core of who we are. And you know, it doesn't matter what happened in our past. Only you are here, right now. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday, what happened last year, what happened a decade or a lifetime ago. Trust me. You are here now, and you don't have to bring all that nonsense into your future now. You have the choice, and I give you permission to set that baggage down and leave it behind. That's right. You need reminding of that. I am here to remind you. Okay? So now, positive affirmations. You can say them to yourself. You can listen to somebody else say them to you, and that is going to be my job today. And it is up to you, though, to let them in. Let them in. Let them in. What do you think of my new hairdo? I borrowed a little bit of Jeannie B's jewelry. I know she won't mind. I make it look so much better anyway. Do you like this look? You see, There is nothing I cannot do. And there is nothing you cannot do. I have mastered beauty school. That's right. I have mastered being a personal assistant. There's nothing I cannot do. No. And there's nothing you cannot do. If you choose, you are just as capable. I promise you. We are all in the process of becoming, of evolving, of being better. That's right. And some days we do better, and some days we don't. That's okay. You must be gentle with yourself on the days that you don't do so well. It's okay. We aren't meant to be perfect. We aren't. Why not? We are flawed. Well, you are. I don't have many flaws, as you can see. And I'm very humble. So, what am I going to tell you? What can I say to you? In addition to Jeannie's notes. She's okay. She's a little wise. Maybe sometimes you should listen to her. What am I going to say to you? Well, I will look at her notes and I will give you my interpretation. How about that? I just love my new look. I love my new look. If Vlad could see me now. Don't get me started on Vlad. Vlad is bad. Okay. The first thing to remember is not everyone will like you. Many people think everybody has to like them. That's not true. You don't like everybody. Not everybody will like you. Accept that. Accept that and move on. Release the judgment around that. Like your identity is hanging on somebody else's opinion of you. I let go of that many, many lifetimes ago, years ago. I don't care what people think of me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change who I am. Maybe they're right about some things. Maybe they're wrong about some things. Big deal. Move on. Accept who you are. Love who you are. Unless you're a serial killer. Don't accept that. Like I said, we are all working to become a better version of ourselves. Sometimes we succeed on a particular day, and sometimes we don't. So what? So what? You get up the next day and try again. Being an adult is kind of like folding a fitted sheet. Nobody really knows how. What is that process anyway? Sometimes you just do that. You wrap it up and put it away, and that is good enough. You don't have to fold the fitted sheet perfectly. You don't. You don't. Don't try. I did. Good decisions come from experience. Experience comes from bad decisions. So don't be afraid to make a bad decision. You will learn from it. You gain experience from it. It's okay. I could tell you a few of my bad experiences and my bad decisions. But that is a different video, and maybe not for children. In life, be decisive. Make that decision, right or wrong. Make that decision. Remember, the road of life is paved with flat squirrels who could not make a decision. You see them? In this world, try to be more empathetic. Putting yourself in someone else's shoes. Even the ugly people, and I don't mean the ugly on the outside, I mean ugly, being ugly on the inside. Something happened to them. Something made them unhappy, angry, not quite in a positive space. Try to understand. Try to understand. This world needs more empathy. Trust me. Everybody is going around with this entitlement and demanding, and I must be heard, and my feelings can't matter more than yours, and on and on and on. Enough. Stop. Think about the other person. Maybe they're having a bad day. Be gentle. Be gentle with them. Be graceful with them. Cut them a little slack. Once in a while, I need a little slack myself. Once in a while. Things are sometimes difficult at first. Everything is difficult at first. Hello, Leo. I see you. It's a beautiful, handsome gray cat down here. Oh, he's so handsome. Leo, come. Come here, Leo. Come here, Leo. He says, who is that woman? Leo, what's the matter? You know who I am. Don't look at me like I'm a stranger. Okay. Everything is difficult at first, but you have to start somewhere. Sometimes that's the hardest part, is starting. But remember, when you wait, not much changes. The water doesn't get warmer before jumping in while you stand there and wait. Right, Leo? Say hello to the lovely people. I torture him with my kisses. Whether he likes it or not, he gets my kisses. He's so handsome. Okay, time to go. Now, I will have fur everywhere. In my nose, in my mouth. So remember, if you have an idea, just start. Start. Go for it. Just jump in the lake. It won't get warm while you stand there going. Just do it. Just do it. I like that logo. Just do it. Don't worry that your life is turning upside down. How do you know that the other side isn't a better side. All that topsy-turvy business might be leading you to something better. And unless you have that major flip, you would never get to that. You see, sometimes the shake-up and everything turning upside down is exactly what needs to happen. It's hard in the middle of it, I know. I have cat fur all over my face. But don't be afraid to start something because of the chaos. The chaos may be necessary in order to realize the other side. And remember, it's your road. It's your road to walk. Others may walk along with you, but no one can walk it for you. You must walk your own road, the road of your choosing, but also allow others to walk along with you at times. Be a witness, not a judge. Focus on yourself, not on others. Most people aren't focusing on you. Most people don't care too much anyway about you, honestly. I'm telling you the truth. People are focused on themselves. So don't worry about people focusing on you. You focus on you and becoming your better self. Listen to your heart. Not social media, TikTok, and the commercials and the magazines and all that. Don't listen to that. Listen to this. Listen to your heart. I think I will write a song. Listen to your heart. I have something to say. If somebody is being mean to you or rude or something like that, you know what you do? I'm going to give you a little piece of advice to use as a tool. If they are going at you, blah, 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 you say, oh, you have a little something in your tooth. Maybe a little piece of spinach. And they will be so overcome with it will stop them dead in their tracks. I do this. Sometimes I'll say, you have a little bit of food right there. And they stop. And they take the attention off of you and it goes to them. Try it. Try it. You have a little piece of spinach right there in your teeth. What is in your mouth? What is in your tooth? It will get them away from you. Forgive yourself for not knowing what you didn't know before you learned it. Do you understand that? Forgive yourself for not knowing what you didn't know before you learned it. I had to say that twice. It's so profound. Profound. You are learning things as you go. And if you didn't know something before you learned it, that is what life is about. Learning those things, learning the lessons. Some are easy lessons, some are hard lessons. That's okay. It doesn't matter. You learn and you are better and you move on. Sometimes I lie awake and I think, oh boy, I did not know that at the time back then, and boy did I blunder, big time. Once or twice in my entire life, I promise you. I don't make many mistakes. But There have been times I look back and I think I did not know that. Now I know it, but I didn't know it then. So forgive yourself too for not knowing what you didn't know before you learned it. Well, Jeannie has this little jar of daily affirmations. On her desk. When she remembers, she pulls one out and she'll read it. Today is a phenomenal day. Okay, sometimes that is true. Sometimes it is not. Sometimes the day is difficult. That's okay. There is still room for phenomenal things to happen. Remember that at all times. The power to change my world lies within me. You are in charge of your own life, your own world, and you cannot blame external people or circumstances or things. You are in charge of you. Be responsible for yourself and your own emotions and changing them for the better if you should choose, because you can. I am doing my best. Some days that is true, some days it's not true. There are days I know I am not doing my best, but that's okay. I always have tomorrow. I have a lot of tomorrows ahead of me. My mind, oh, I love this one. My mind is beautiful and creative. Oh, yes, that is very true. Very true. Okay. I am at peace with my past. That is something many of us need to do. Make peace with our past and let it go. Because there's nothing you can do about it now. It happened and that is it. It's over. I am proud of myself. Most times I am, but there are days I am less than worthy of my own pride. I am worthy of feeling happy. And we don't always feel happy 24/7. Remember that. It isn't something that you get to and attain and stay there. Nobody stays that happy all the time. Life is a pendulum, right? It goes back. You have great days. Some days you have rotten days. That's life. It's up, it's down. It's all part of the flow. Accept the flow. Okay? Don't strive for happy all the time. Then it won't be special. Be brave enough to be bad at something new. Oh, I love that one. That's like, just do it. Just jump in and do it. Oh, I could wear this one right there. There are many things I love about myself. Okay, I will do a few more. My heart is open. My heart is open. Many people live with a closed up and very tight heart. Work at opening it up a little bit, once in a while. I am stronger than my fear. Oh, wow. Okay. Be you do you, for you. Be you, do you, for you. I like this one. I am grateful. There's always something to be grateful for. Always. I trust my inner voice. You know, we all have an inner voice, that higher knower, who is kind of like the part of us that knows us better than anything else. You need to trust that. Trust the feeling, the gut feelings, the heart feelings. It's not always up here. Okay. I disagree with this one. It says mediocrity. Mediocrity is never okay. I disagree. There are days where mediocre is the best I can do. Okay? It is okay to be mediocre. You don't have to be the best at calculus. You don't have to be the best at philosophy. You don't have to be the best at anything. Some days you are the best at something, but sometimes being mediocre is okay. Trust me. But I am pretty darn good at everything myself, actually. But for all of you, trust me, mediocre is okay. Here is something very interesting, and I am feeling very profound right now. It says, I will never give up on my dreams and goals. But you know what? It's okay if you want to change your mind. You see, some people think that because they set this goal, or because they entered into this degree in college, or this or that is what they are committed to do because they chose it a year ago, or 6 months ago, or 5 years ago. It's okay to change. It's okay to do something else. You don't have to stick with something. That is the wonderful thing about our lives, is we can change our goals and our dreams. Isn't that wonderful? Somebody once said, if you don't like where you are, move. You aren't a tree. So you can change. You can give up on that dream and create a new one. You can be something different than what you are today if you change your mind. Okay? So don't look at it as giving up. You have freedom. You have freedom. Not many people know that I have children, but I do. And when some of them were in graduate school, I told them, just because you are in this program doesn't mean you have to stick with it. If you change your mind, it's okay. We don't love you less. We aren't disappointed. You are free to choose your life. If it is this path that you're on in your graduate school, great. But if it isn't, that is okay too. That's a secret between me and you. Okay. I like this one. It says, my mistakes do not define me. Well, it depends on what the mistake is. Hello. Well, truly. We learn from the mistakes, we grow, we are better, we move on. But there are times, some of my mistakes I think about, and I think, oh boy, that did define me at that time. But I have to work at letting that go. And so do you. They don't define you right now. You learn from them and you move on. Yeah. Okay. I accept my emotions. Okay, emotions are fine. They're kind of like a guidance system. But you can't always rely on your emotions, because sometimes you're just in an emotional day and you're just kind of crazy and, with all these extra emotions, and you can't sometimes trust them. Sometimes they might lead you slightly astray, and you might have to think a little harder to overcome that emotional thing you're feeling, okay? So, yes, you accept your emotions, but kind of like a pity party. It's okay to feel bad about something, but set a limit on it. Good grief. Sometimes I like this one. Every day is a gift. Now, every day you have new chances for new opportunities, new lakes to dive in, new things to start. And if you blow it today, you've got tomorrow, perhaps. But every day is a gift, okay? So don't be too hard on yourself. Life is full of love, and I find it wherever I go. But I tell you, sometimes you have to look for it. You have to look very hard to see it. Sometimes things can be quite difficult or very confusing out there. And a long time ago, I talked about the weeds. Sometimes you see a field of weeds, but once in a while there are flowers inside the weeds. Look for the flowers, okay? Because they're there. I am capable of amazing things. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Maybe some days you aren't as amazing as other days, but that is okay. That is okay. Okay? Accept whatever today brings you, but know that you are in control. You are on your own path, and you create your life. And you can create anything you want. If you can see it in your mind and believe it, you can create it in reality. Because that's where it all starts. It's right here. Look around you. Everything started with an idea from somebody. Okay? The airplane, the automobile, the sewing machine. Everything started as an idea, and somebody had to envision that. Okay? So don't be afraid to dream. Don't be afraid to go for it. And don't be afraid to start. Just do it. And remember, not every day is fantastic. It's okay to have a day that is not full of rainbows and unicorns and leprechauns and all the positive things. Some days we have low days. They're okay. It's okay to have a low day. I give you permission. Just remember, little steps. Some days, and some days, it might be a step back. That's okay too. Don't judge yourself too harshly. Okay? Follow your heart. Follow your dreams. Be afraid. Don't be afraid to change your mind. Be easy with yourself. Be peaceful with yourself. Accept who you are. Love yourself. You're okay. And if you aren't happy with a situation, change it. If you don't like where you are, move. You are not a tree. Okay? You are in control of your own life. Don't wait for outside circumstances to change your life. It comes from here, here, and here. Okay? So, that is my little bit of blah, blah, blah on positive affirmations. It was the best I could do. It was the best I could do. And remember, what you put in here, what you listen to, what you tell yourself, that is the most important thing. If you are putting garbage in, garbage comes out. Trust me on that one too. So, put good stuff in. Listen to good stuff. There are so many great people to listen to on YouTube. Somebody I really like is Joe Dispenza. You can look up that guy. He's great to listen to. There's so many people I listen to when I need that little extra oomph, that little bit of extra oomph to maybe get me out of my doldrums and inspire me. So you change what is coming in, and what happens, what comes out, is better. Okay? Put good stuff in, and good stuff is created. So, I'm going to sign off. I appreciate the fact that so many of you are requesting me. I hope you like this new look. And my makeup. Look at my makeup. I look so good. I know I do. I look so fantastic. And I'm so happy to share that with you. Okay, it is time for me to leave and let Jeannie get back to her studio here. And I will see you all sometime in the future, perhaps. I will come back and grace you with my presence and my words of wisdom, because you know I can be very profound. Yes. Okay. Have a good day. I bid you peace. I bid you love. I bid you self-acceptance. And I will see you sometime in the future. Goodbye for now. It's time for a shower.